It's only been 4 months since Lucas Hodgson-Wale joined Coronation Street as Will Driscoll, yet he's already found himself at the center of one of the soap's most shocking storylines to date. The 16-year-old character is being manipulated by his older athletics coach, Megan Walsh, who is in her 20s. The abuser, portrayed by Beth Nixon, has gone to disturbing lengths to conceal her inappropriate involvement with her student, and she is now pregnant with his child. In addition to another victim being confirmed, Megan has started to intimidate Sam Blakeman, who has uncovered the horrifying truth. Although playing such a difficult storyline is challenging for Lucas, he stresses that raising awareness is the most important part of the role. He explains that relationships like this, particularly when an older woman is involved with a younger male, are rarely discussed but do occur in real life. He adds that the show aims to make clear that such behavior is never acceptable, regardless of gender or circumstance. Coronation Street marks Lucas's first major television role, though he previously appeared in a BBC series for 2 episodes in 2025. Before being cast, he had never watched the soap, but now he makes a point of following it daily with his mother. Lucas shares that he is thoroughly enjoying the experience and that watching the episodes helps him understand the storylines, especially since filming is done out of sequence. Playing Will wasn't Lucas's first attempt to join the show. He had previously auditioned for the role of Theo Silverton's son, Miles, who briefly appeared on the soap the previous year. Lucas recalls submitting the audition tape, and though he wasn't successful at first, he received another opportunity to audition for Will shortly after. He remembers being on holiday the day after his screen test when his agent called with the news that he had secured the part, turning his vacation into a huge celebration. At first, Lucas tried to keep the news from his parents, but his mother immediately noticed something was up. He recounts sneaking away to answer the call alone, letting the news sink in before returning to share it, and seeing his mother get emotional while his father smiled, a rare occurrence. The storyline is soon set to take a tense turn as Sam's stepmother grows suspicious of Megan, who is pretending to be in a relationship with Daniel Osborne to hide her crimes. When Sam collapses, his stepmother worries that the situation is more serious than simple exam stress. The looming question is whether Sam will reveal Megan's threats and her grooming of Will. Lucas hints that things are becoming dangerous, and Will's impulsive actions, such as public displays of affection and secret meetings, leave him vulnerable. According to Lucas, fans should expect Will to struggle when the truth finally emerges. He suggests that Will feel ashamed, not necessarily for the relationship, but for the lies he has told his family. Even then, Will may not fully grasp the extent of Megan's manipulation and could continue defending her. He explains that Will doesn't initially see himself as a victim, believing that being manipulated requires suffering extreme hardship, and he thinks he is enjoying the situation. Lucas emphasizes that understanding the power imbalance has been central to preparing for the role. He describes creating 2 sides of Will, the version he shows Megan and the facade he maintains for his family. As the plot develops and his family distances themselves, these 2 aspects of Will's personality must converge, posing a significant acting challenge. Beneath his front, Will is still just a teenager, struggling to process the emotional toll of what he has experienced. Coronation Street's Gareth Pierce has opened up about the heartbreaking reasons Todd continues to be drawn back to Theo. Theo arrived on the street last March and immediately caught Todd's attention, though the pair didn't start a romance straight away, as Theo insisted he wasn't gay despite the clear attraction between them. The reason for Theo's reluctance soon became clear when it was revealed that he had undergone conversion therapy in his youth. Previously married with children, Theo's encounter with Todd forced him to face his past trauma and confront the person he truly wanted to be. Their relationship began to develop, and for a short period, things seemed relatively calm. However, challenges soon emerged due to Theo's complicated history. Gareth Pierce previously explained that Todd initially believed he could support his partner in overcoming these struggles. A few months on, Todd has reached a point where he can no longer manage Theo's issues. Theo has escalated to repeated physical and emotional abuse, which has included humiliating acts, violent attacks, and recent threats with a weapon. It is crucial for Coronation Street to explore this storyline over a believable timeline. While it may be uncomfortable for viewers to witness Todd repeatedly facing Theo's aggression, it highlights the reality that victims of domestic abuse often cannot simply walk away. I asked Gareth Pierce why Todd hasn't left Theo yet, and he provided a detailed explanation. He emphasized that Todd feels trapped because Theo has systematically undermined his personality and isolated him from the outside world. He's deliberately cut him off from those closest to him, even removing people from his life that Todd isn't aware of, Gareth said. He uses fear, financial control, body shaming, and criticism of his fitness to erode Todd's confidence. It's all designed to break him down emotionally and make him feel trapped, he added. Gareth also noted that Todd's patience partly stems from his belief in people's ability to change, something he has experienced in his own life. That hope has kept him in the relationship longer than a more skeptical version of Todd might have stayed, he explained. Deep down, Todd understands that this is far bigger than something he alone can fix. I think that realization is slowly dawning on him, Gareth continued. Currently, Theo and Todd are separated after a confrontation about their unhappiness together. Although viewers may feel relieved, Todd is not yet free from Theo's influence. Gareth explained that even after leaving an abusive relationship, the threat often doesn't disappear. Sometimes it intensifies. This time apart allows Todd to reflect on his situation and gain some perspective. It may also give those close to him an opportunity to step in and offer support, Gareth said. There might be encouragement for him to move on, though they won't fully understand the extent of his suffering. At the same time, this break highlights his loneliness, which may have contributed to him staying in the relationship initially, he added. I've really aimed to show that Theo's presence still affects Todd, even when he isn't physically there, he said. Another detail we've added is the rule about taking shoes off when entering the flat, he continued. That was clearly established in one episode, and since then I've felt it's an important touch to keep. At times when Todd reaches to remove his shoes, he notices that Theo isn't actually there. I think the show captures the long-term impact of being emotionally and physically controlled, the way it shapes behavior and mindset. It's genuinely unsettling and hard to watch. I think there's a possibility that could happen, but at the same time, this break gives Todd a chance to experience a sense of isolation, he explained. Looking back, that feeling of loneliness may have been a factor early in the relationship that made him stay longer than he might have otherwise. There was a worry about being left behind, and I think that fear ended up affecting him more than he realized. He added, it's also important to note that many viewers have recognized similar patterns in their own relationships. Leaving an abusive partnership can be one of the most perilous moments, and there's genuine fear and risk involved in that stage as well. Coronation Street airs weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX.